Hey guys, it's Andrew here with Axis and Allies. To start off this video, I'm going to talk about my sponsor, John Deere. They made a lot of Sherman tanks in World War II, and they saw my channel growing and they wanted to pay me some money, so I'm sponsoring them today. They gave me a free hat. So yeah, if you're in the market, go get you a John Deere tractor. Why wouldn't you get one? They're amazing. Just get one for your yard, or if you're a big ag guy like me, get one for your farm that I do not have. But anyways, now we got that out of the way, let's get into the video. Alright, so today we're doing the best booster packs to get for your army. So starting off at number 3 is Axis and Allies North Africa, 1940 to 1943. This is a nice one because it has some different armies. So my favorite part about this one, it has the Italian army. This is really the main booster that has Italian units that you could actually kind of have a war with. The best unit we got is this tank destroyer here. It has a big old gun on it, as you can see, and I like it. It has weak armor, but it's a tank destroyer. The main thing I don't like about it though is that if you see right here, it has an open back, and so if anything can shoot from it, treat it as infantry from the rear. So if anything flanks it like a Jeep, or not a Jeep, but in like a truck with a machine gun, they can take that out really easy. But it's good at taking out tanks. It has a big enough gun to take out any medium allied tanks. The main thing is planes attacking it from the rear. But it's a cool unit, and the best unit I think we've got from the North Africa campaign is probably this Panzer IV Commander. It has a good gun, extended range, and it has Ruthless, which is pretty nice. It has 3 initiative, which is really good, but the Ruthless ability is really cool. So anytime a vehicle is damaged or disrupted, all vehicles within 2 hex of that get +1 on their attack die. So essentially, they kind of become a Veteran Tiger. If you pair that with a Veteran Tiger could snipe off injured units +2 on each attack dice, which is ridiculous. We haven't used this unit that much, but it's an interesting unit because it kind of changes the way I play, because you go from, like, instead of finishing off each unit one by one, you go to try to hit a unit, cripple it, and then finish it off the next round. But yeah, and then another good unit we got is the Sherman Commander. It's another Sherman. It has each vehicle within 2 hexes get an extra attack dice. It's not near as good as this Commander, but it has 2 initiative, and it's a nice addition to your American Army. So coming at number 2, and I think an honorable mention is Reserves. I like that one because it has unique miniatures that really weren't in the war, but we've kind of played them in video games, and so that has like the IS-3, and it has like the Centennial, I think, which is like a really or the Comet, I forget which one. I think it's the Comet, a British tank that has the 17-pounder, and it has better armor than this Sherman Firefly. But yeah, that's definitely for it. But the thing is, it has smaller miniatures. So like this is like one of the base sets, MASH ones I got out of. And in comparison, this is what it should be. It should be this size, but this is the OG original version. They made them smaller, then they upgraded them to this size. So if you do get them, you might have to upgrade them like I did here to make them look realistic in your battles. But yeah, that's the 4th. Second, or arguably first, is the Eastern Front. The reason why I think it should be number 1 is because there's no planes. There's not a single plane in this booster. I think this is like the only one in the new set that has that. And so that means the likelihood of you getting a big heavy tank for Russia or Germany is relatively high. You don't have any chance of getting planes. So it's either going to be a plane, a tank destroyer, or a vehicle that's pretty good. There's a few crappy rares in this one, but most of it's really good. But yeah, this is some of the good rares we've got out of the Eastern Front. The Eastern Front's probably the one we've got the most For Germany, if you see all my videos, mostly all the boosters I get are for Germany. But yeah, so here we got a Hummel. This is great at taking out. This can even take out vehicles because it ignores cover. And then this is a vehicle that's just great at flanking vehicles, getting around really quick. Something like the guy Tim holding it, he loves to take out this first because it's such a nuisance to him. And then the Flak 88, which is the best artillery I think in the game for its price. We got all these for Germany, and then we got the Firefly as well, all on the Eastern Front. So we got most of our good units have come from the Eastern Front. And then this King Tiger, it's from the Eastern Front, but I bought it individually. I didn't get it in a booster, unfortunately, but it's still, so yeah, the reason why is because you're going to get tanks, and I think tanks are the funnest part of this game. Coming off at number 1, the reason why I think this is number 1, it does have planes, but it has the most units for all 3 major. It has some British. It does have a decent amount of British, but British tanks aren't as good as the other teams in this game, in my opinion. But it has America, Russia, and Germany. And most people that play this game usually play with those 3 teams because they were the big heavyweights in the war towards the end of it, especially. And so you got the IS-2 Veteran, which is probably one of the best units in the game. It has the Tiger 1 and King Tiger. One of the reasons why people say that the Eastern Front is the only one that has the Panther. And the Panther sells for about maybe $100, $90 online. So if you have an Eastern Front Panther, do not throw that sucker away. It's really valuable on the Axis and Allies miniature market because it's the only one that they produce from the new G, if you will. And so this is my favorite. And so it has the Pershing, it has the Tigers, which I think everybody wants that plays this game, and then it has fighters. It has some Japanese units too. So that's because then you can make some Japanese America scenarios where Japan's defending islands and stuff in the Pacific. And so sometimes this booster is double or 3 times these other ones. And so I think for the monetary value, I think this is why I chose this one to be number 1. And it's just really cool how much more expensive this one is. But yeah, so that's my top 4 for miniatures. Somebody asked me in the comments, and so I told them that, and I thought that'd be a great idea for our video. And just to give you an idea, if you're looking like me, always online, what to be looking for, because there's other ones. There's Counteroffensive. That's a good one. I would say that could be number 4 as well. That has some good there's the Priest in there. I never really got that many. The Nashorn's also in there as well. But and then there's Early War. Early War just kind of sucks because it's early war, and so none of the vehicles are as good as these later war models. But if you just want to get some units, it's worth the buy, I guess. But I tend to stay away from early war. But Counteroffensive would be a good one as well. But yeah, these are my 3 top. Counteroffensive might be better than North Africa for some people, but I like just the history of Rommel and everything, and I like you can get some Italian units and some Greece and French, and so it's a nice balance, and there's a lot of America, British, and Germany. Those are my 3 favorite teams to play with. So that's why it's 3rd instead of over Counteroffensive. But yeah, thank you for watching. Just if you have any comments or anything, let me know. I like the comments and everything. I read them all and I reply to them as quickly as I can. Thank you all. Now have a Merry Christmas.